Hi, Dad.
Junior?
Bowser Jr. is the main protagonist in the Super Mario Bros. Galaxy movie, and we draw him today in 4 different styles. We're going to start off first with the cartoon effect. If you're new to this channel, my name is James, and I love recreating all of these different characters in all these different styles. So if you love seeing your favorite characters transformed in fun new ways, then please do me a favor, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a lot, also lets YouTube know that you really love this cool kind of art content. Now, let's get on to the cartoon effect. Basically, we're keeping it simple and smooth. We want the colors to be nice and flat across and even. I'm going to come out right now and admit it. The reason why I chose the bottom left side for this particular section is because, well, I'm lazy and there's a lot of white, and that way I don't have to color a whole heck of a lot. But another reason why I chose the bottom left, all jokes aside, is because it has all of the colors that we're going to be using in this particular section represented. It's got the steel, it's got the green, it's got the orange, and you basically know the color palette that we're going to be working with for the rest of the piece. Quick tip, whenever you're considering doing a cartoon effect, you either have to say to yourself, are you going to do it flat and even with one color, or are you going to do cell shading like I'm doing here? I like to do cell shading, mainly because it adds a little bit more of an artistic flair. You do whatever your heart desires. Let's just throw some outlines and we're going to call this section complete. But now let's make Bowser Jr. drippy. And no, I'm not talking about giving him a little bit of drip. Now, we're gonna save that maybe for another video. Maybe for the Bowser video, or maybe not, we'll have to see. But we're going to make it look like a big old melted ball of wax. We're gonna make the eyes drip, the lips drip, and it's just gonna be really cool. It kind of plays into the cartoon effect, and it kind of gives it a nice little extra flair. All the pieces, I want them to kind of fit as a cohesive piece. I want them to feel like they work together. And this is kind of like a really cool effect that does just that, in my opinion. It makes everything just feel combined so far. It doesn't feel disjointed. If I did a pixel next to a really smooth cartoon, it just wouldn't fit right. See, sometimes when I'm just doing these, I'm not just doing like, oh, let me do a glitch because it's a glitch, or let me do a neon because if it's a neon. I want them to all feel like they belong in some regard.
Shut down.
Now, if you want to take your drip effects to the next level, I will recommend do add shadows and do add highlights, especially when you're trying to get those nice, really cool 3 dimensions represented. Don't just slap on a highlight because there's a highlight. And also, when you're using your liners, make sure you add a thicker bold line on some sides and then a very thin line on other sides. That's what's really going to give it the accentuated drip across the page. Now that we've added a whole bunch of drips, let's add a whole heck of a lot of dots. And what I mean by dots specifically, this is my homage to Impressionism, specifically late/post-Impressionism. I am a huge fan of the entirety of the movement, but this section is my little homage to one of my favorite paintings, which is Le Grand Jatte by Georges Seurat. Now, it has a much longer name. Some people know it as the Island of Le Grand Jatte, but it's one of my favorite pieces. It looks like it's captured in time, but also through a cartoon lens, and he does so by layering hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dots. Very much like how a printer works. When we use our printers, it basically shoots out tens of thousands of micro dots on a piece of paper, and that is how you get something that can sometimes print out photorealism in seconds. It does the same thing, except with Seurat's work, you'll see that there's just all these micro dots across the page, and that's how he gets these really cool images that just take to life in front of you. Now, how am I going to do that? Well, as you're going to see here, I worked painstakingly about an hour to an hour and a half of just layering down hundreds and hundreds of dots across this page. And it was primarily done with just paint pens and alcohol markers. And yeah, I did cheat here and there, but that's because I was then going to layer over hundreds of more little dots, just constantly dabbing with the tip of a pen. Now that we got all those little dots out of the way, we're going to try and make this one as realistic as possible. But it comes with a caveat. Much like the Yoshi video, I'm going to try and make this as close to the movie as possible. But before we go too far into the realistic section, I have to ask you a quick question. Did you see the other Bowser drawing that I did several months ago when the trailer released? If you haven't, I will put it in the description to this channel because I think you're gonna love that Bowser Jr. drawing because it was really cool. It was also his other style, so it was a little bit different. I added a couple different things. I added my style, which is something that I have a little bit of fun with, which is kind of a mixture of Impressionism and realism all in one fun little package. So if you like that and you like this, then you'll love both. Now, as a quick tip for those of you who are struggling with realism or struggling with trying to get anything to look semi-three-dimensional, a quick tip that I always add for the realism is make sure you add a base layer down across the page and work from there. Now, there are two schools of thought when it comes to doing something realistic. If you're in the beginner/intermediate phase, try this. Try working just the blacks and the whites on that singular color. So if it's red, then try just work with black and white and try and give it that three-dimensional bend. If you're more of an advanced artist, try to add more of the color wheel into play. So if you have some reds, add some blues and some browns in the dark sections, add some yellows in the lighter sections, and that will give you more balance of colors. Don't just strictly work with black and white. As you get better at being an artist and you're learning values and shades, shy away from that more and add more color, and that'll give it that little extra flair of realism. And now we are at almost the 8-minute mark of this video, and if you're still with me, I have a very important question to ask y'all. Who is your favorite Mario character? And are you like me? Are you excited to see Fox McCloud in the video? And should I draw Fox McCloud in 4 different styles? Let me know all those in the comments, so that way I can know who made it here and what those styles that you liked are. As a little cheat code that I always like to say, for the leathery texture of Bowser Jr.'s skin, what I'm going to use is the side of the pencil here. And by using the side of the pencil, that's how we're going to keep the grain of the paper to get all those little subtle textures and variants within the drawing. So that way, when I layer over and I try and give it that nice little 3D look, I can keep all those textures down and I don't have to draw all those little painstaking scales. The Mario characters are always pretty near and dear to my heart. It's what I kind of grew up with, so this series is just going to be a real blast from the past, but just something in my wheelhouse. It's something that I absolutely love to do. I love to just draw these characters as a whole, so thank you so much, really, for being here for these long videos. I've been trying to add more tutorial content, so if it finds value with you, please do me a favor. Once again, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, because these are the kinds of videos that I want to do. Little inspirational, little tutorial, but also showing you how to have fun with redesigning all these fun characters. I mean, it was an absolute blast. Just these last second little bit of details and boom, this is complete. What is your favorite side. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of partial to the drip, but maybe you like a different side. Maybe you like the dots or the cartoon or the realistic. Let me know in the comments, and as always, I'll see you all in the next video.